Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Quickly to the air is Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lefty, lefty.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Damian Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Cleveland offense ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now Wentz. It's brought in by Harris. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The Browns at 1-14 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Lion!
From midfield, here's Wentz. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Wentz. Able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now here's another carry for Harris. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees a short yard.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Carson Wentz. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. goes Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Wentz.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from a few. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw, it's Wentz.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They snap it at one. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second down and 3. To the right side, this is Sermon. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to Sermon on first down.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Three yards remain for second down.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And
I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down. On play action, it's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because the 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25 on second down, Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. We picked in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He gets it complete to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On play action, Wentz. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. With Harris out of the shotgun.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Go.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 9-yard touchdown Brown.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And some room to work.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Wilson. Is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Kelce, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now Wilson on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's taken down. The This will be a Brown sack. Third and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you